Hi, it's Chris from Implied Music. Today it's the Rondo Form, which is a 19th century classical way of structuring pieces, and a little hands-on review of Albion Solstice. I always have to do two things at once. It's my personal curse. Well, let's take a look at it. I think you'll be interested. So what I've done for us today is create a short piece of music, and you can see it structured on the screen here. I was very interested in the individual groups of sound that Solstice gives us to work with, and so I've tried to use most of them. There's a lot of fascinating synthetic and sometimes slightly aggressive textures, and I've just kind of lived in this world of, I'm just going to say, circus music, cartoon music. Well, there's something about the rondo form that is inherently playful. It's an old classical structure that uses sequences of melodies to structure it in this way. And I'll put a graphic up on the screen if I can. An A theme, which we call the refrain. And you can see I've got a marker up here, A, refrain, followed by a B theme. Well, it's a completely different melody, and it's usually in a contrasting key, very often the key of the fifth if we're honest. And then back to the refrain, back to the A theme. Rondo comes from a French word which means little round. There's another episode, a C episode. So far we've gone A, B, A, C. Guess what's coming next? A again. You may very well like to imagine that you're writing music for epic games, combat, but a lot of the time we find ourselves in a position of doing animation, material designed for younger people. And in a situation like that, knowing the structures of 19th century forms can be a really useful tool. Well, let's listen to this little piece. It's a bit of a ditty in F. The B theme is in the key of C. Dominant G7 to C. And then it's relative minor, A minor. For those of you following along at home, here comes the A melody again. Here's the C episode, darker. I'm into the relative minor of F, D minor. You can hear the inner voices moving. And then, of course, back to the A theme and out. So much of composing is working with expectation and the fulfillment or the denial of that expectation in the listener. And creating a good story with your music relies on the composer's ability to manage that. Well, a rondo form is a very clear way of doing it. And it doesn't, excuse me, it doesn't even like present, it's transparent. There's nothing about it that's hidden. A, B, A, C. Wow, that C episode was really out there. But back to A again, you came home. The great jazz pianist Brad Meldau has said, and I remember this from years ago, I don't even know where I read it, has said that the idea of Western harmony is the simple idea of there and not there. We create a sense of place, and then we create a sense of tension away from that place, and then we come home again. That sense of tension away from the place can be created any number of ways, rhythmically, timbrally, harmonically, melodically, of course. Rondo does it in kind of the most simple and direct way possible. There's something naive but really fun and playful about it. Try it out for yourself. I think you'll get a kick out of working in the rondo form. The rondo form. We'll talk more about it later. In the meantime, like and subscribe, leave a comment. I'm so happy and pleased to be able to offer these thoughts, and I really value your input. I hope it's been useful, and I'll see you next time.